President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the immediate suspension of Hudu Ari, resident electoral commissioner of Adamawa State. President Buhari has taken this step pending the completion of an investigation by the Inspector General of Police into Ari's conduct and actions during Adamawa's supplementary election. Ari had, over the weekend, declared the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Binani, as the election winner when the process had not been concluded.
And there are calls for the police to probe Adamawa APC governorship candidate Binani after she made an acceptance speech following the illegal declaration of her victory. She's denied any wrongdoing. Let's bring in a director in Binani's campaign organization, Honorable Musdapha Usman. Good to see you, Musdapha, and thanks for your time as always. Well, certainly this is some issue that is yet to settle. Now, paint for us a picture of why your candidate thinks she is not culpable to what many Nigerians saw on the day of the election.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Senator Binani, this is not her first time contesting an election. She contested House of Reps, she won, she contested Senator, and now she is contesting, she contested for the governorship, and from my own view, she won that election. Because the INEC that are saying that, that the ARIC, Resident Electoral Commissioner, Hudu Ari has no power to declare Senator Binani as duly elected governor of Adamawa State. The same INEC forgot that it's the same ARIC that announced the election of Adamawa State inconclusive, and INEC accepted that. And the same INEC now turned back and said ARIC has no power to declare in Senator Binani as a duly elected governor of Adamawa State. If ARIC has no power, the question I asked, why did the ARIC got power to declare the election inconclusive? First question. And the second issue, if there is anybody to be investigated into this matter, is Festus Okoye.
Why is that?
Festus Okoye, when ARIC Hudu declare Senator Binani as elected governor of Adamawa State, within 10 minutes, Festus Kiamu debunked that. Festus Okoye debunked that declaration while he is far away from Abuja, without even calling a resident electoral commissioner to hear from his own side, without even calling the national commissioners that their INEC sent for the supervision of that election. This national commissioner at the time of this press release by Festus Okoye, they are under house arrest by the Adamawa State governors, policemen, and security aides. The video is there. Everybody have seen it.
Right. I
to
mean,
my own surprise,
yeah.
Our Tukuru, a stakeholder of the APC, he appears in that video. Everybody have seen it. And today, our Tukuru is moving freely. Nobody even invited him. Festus Okoye, he's not even bothered with the beating of the INEC commissioners. He's more concerned how to declare victory as a governor in Adamawa State by hook or crook, because all his action has shown.
Well, you say that Binani won that election. Do you have adequate evidence to actually push that case, especially are you still going to court to make that case?
Very well.
Do you have evidence to bring before the court to prove your case?
We do.
Well, the point that you raised there, I mean, very valid question as to whether the resident electoral commissioner, having called the election inconclusive. I'm sure Festus Okoye will have a lot to answer, but that's different from declaring a winner, and I'm sure that there's a resident, the returning officer that does that.
Electoral commissioner can declare election inconclusive, and INEC can accept that. Then the same resident electoral commissioner has power to declare the election under Section 149. The section said, notwithstanding any provision of this act, notwithstanding any provision of the electoral act, if it contradicts with that section, the section will take over.
Well, INEC is in the best position to,
Yes, sorry to cut you down, because one was asking, before we got to that part where you have brought in a little bit of logical questioning as to Udo Ari, who was the first to call the election inconclusive, you say that you believe that your candidate won the election,
Exactly.
and you haven't answered her. She now asked, do you have the facts? Why do you?
I have the facts
and the numbers.
And the
what is the
second question
basis
I
of
want
your,
to put
the
for
basis
Festus
of your
Okoye.
claims? No,
We all
forget,
know.
forget
No, you're getting back to
Okoye,
Festus.
right? No,
We'll
forget
come back to
Festus Okoye
Festus.
right now.
Yes. We'll come back to
that.
Festus.
The
But
point is,
the
the point I'm
basis,
trying
the
to make
basis
is,
of your claims is what we're trying
yes,
to
before
get here.
declaring the election inconclusive, the whole world see what happened in Fufore local government, where governor appointed himself as a collusion officer. He went to Fufore to collude a result and bring it to the INEC. And Senator Binani wrote a petition to the INEC and sought for review of that result of Fufore. INEC single-handedly, without even consulting the commission, Festus Okoye went on air and denied that. And even today, where everybody in Adamawa, we all saw the national commissioners when they went to the government house a night before the election.
Well, INEC has denied
Festus
that
Okoye,
completely.
he was not in Adamawa. He has not been to Adamawa. He was in Sokoto.
But do you have
For an official assignment.
Do you have
And he
visuals?
debunked that.
Do you have visuals showing that?
We have all our
That
evidence.
was
We
that
presented
meeting.
in court. We presented in the court. We have all our evidence. Many people, we have our witnesses that saw them in government house. What are they doing in government house? Is Adamawa State Government House a collusion center? The national commission that come for a national assignment should go to Adamawa State. And the second issue, the same people in that video that they were beating the national commissioners, stripped them naked, is Awad Tukur. I have the video right now in my phone. Awad Tukur and the
Who
police.
exactly is this Awad Tukur?
Is
I
a
mean, for the
stakeholder and
benefit of
chairman
our-
Adamawa State University governing board.
Okay, now there's this alleged, the conspiracy on, that your party, in the course of the supplementary election, actually attempted to truncate that electoral process, or better still, would rather have had your principal, Binani, announced, in spite of whether she convincingly won that election or not.
Thank God we are all Nigerians.
And there were
we all know what is
allegations
happening in this
of
country.
some kind of bribe from the
we all know
Binani
what PDP can
team.
do. Shamelessly, Fintri went on air telling Binani she is a desperate. Fintri, I know he's a student of history with a third class from University of Maiduguri. Fintri forgot when he illegally impeached an elected governor, and sworn himself as a acting governor of Adamawa State. He's not desperate. Is Binani that contested an election that is desperate? Fintri forgot that the Federal High Court in Abuja nullified that impeachment.
You know, sometimes I'm reluctant sometimes to stop people in their arguments, because when you went talking about third class, I thought it has any kind of nexus to what we're discussing. So now, because by the way, quickly here, we should also let our viewers know that the governor of Adamawa State, who's just been re-elected, Ahmadu Fintri, was meant to be on the show live, and
he was not elected. He was elected by INEC.
Let me say, so he just called off that conversation with us now. Yes, in the last minute. So we're hoping that he can actually reschedule. Speaking of Governor Ahmadu Fintri. Now, so you said he wasn't elected. We saw an election. There was an election, and there was an inconclusive election, and
their propagandist machineries immediately after Festus Okoye debunked the declaration of Senator Binani. What happened in Adamawa? Immediately, the national commissioners went to Adamawa. They had a meeting in the government house. They came with names of collusion officers. That this is the collusion officer. I myself, I was there.
Do you think
when they said this is the collusion officers that sent from Abuja, while the resident electoral commissioner say no, we are going to use.
Let me bring this in.
The first set of collusion officers.
Because when you speak,
in the
are you going to let me bring this in?
That's what even
Musdapha, it's a conversation, so you let me bring this in. I know you're hard on by this. Okay, we understand. But again, looking at the outcome of this election, do you think that there are people within your party, the APC, who also were against Aisha Binani?
So many of them.
APC members
yes,
who do not want her.
Anybody from Adamawa State knows that Aisha Binani, she did not contest an election with only victory. She contested election with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. She contested election with Boss Musdapha SGF, because all of them, they have worked against Aisha Ahmed Binani. Even right now, they were sponsoring to suspend her from the party so that she cannot have right to challenge the victory of Fintri in court.
APC
I mean, you just mentioned
one party of SGF
suspended
SGF for anti-party.
Right, but that
the
was
national
reversed.
vice chairman came on air openly challenging her. The state organizing secretary come on air openly challenging her.
So let's
I cannot count the number of people that did anti-party in Adamawa State.
Great. Now, do you know why these people that you have mentioned, except of course for Atiku Abubakar, because he's not a member of the APC, do you know why they worked against her? Is it because she's a woman, or because they were not confident that she could actually pull it off to become the first elected female governor in Nigeria?
You see, anybody who saw the Senator Aisha Ahmed Binani performance in Senate knows that even if you hate her, you know she did excellent. She sponsored a bill to convert Adamawa University into a conventional university. Dermatologist Garkida, Federal Medical Center Mubi. She brings so many empowerment into Adamawa State. She uplifts so many people's life. She constructed so many hospitals, schools, and a lot of more. This is a set of people that are not happy with her performance because she's outshining them. In fact, if they allow this woman to continue, believe me sincerely, I swear to Almighty God, they can never come to Adamawa to talk of politics. They will remain in Abuja. That's what they are scared of, not because of anything. Because right now, the senator elected to take over her seat, himself, he knows that he cannot fill that gap.
You think she left very
myself,
big,
I contested House of Reps. But you know what we did? We do when we went out for campaign. I contested after she left the House of Reps. The slogan of our campaign, including our party and other parties, they will say, if I'm voted into that office, I'll perform like Senator Binani.
So she became a reference point for performance.
Reference point.
But do you think
even out now?
Hold on. Do you think this is a lost opportunity for first, elected female governor in Nigeria?
It's not a lost opportunity. We are going to reclaim our mandate in court.
Very interesting there. So where do you go from here? I mean, you said it. I mean, you're going to defend her mandate in court. But what are your chances of getting your prayers? What exactly would be your prayers before the court?
You see, there is a guidelines. There is a constitution.
Right.
There is an electoral act. If INEC are saying that the resident electoral commissioner has no power to declare a candidate, it happens in Plateau State when electoral officer declare a candidate in Plateau State. It's a president. One. Secondly, section 149 is very clear. The section says if INEC officer declare a candidate, even if the declaration is against the electoral act and the constitution, only a court or tribunal, only a court with competent jurisdiction or tribunal can nullify that declaration. I don't know where INEC get their power to nullify that declaration.
But election matters are to be resolved before the tribunal, not the conventional court.
But the section 145 says competent
in the first place, because I mean
we approach the court
actually question the issue of jurisdiction.
We approach the court to review the administrative panel, not to interfere into the election matters. It is the duty of tribunal. It's very clear in the constitution.
Well,
but
I think it's a fine place for us to leave it.
Our prayers in court is not about the election. Our prayers in court about the administrative panel that set aside that declaration.
Right.
Musdapha Usman, we'd like to thank you for your time. And,
thank you very much.
We do hope that you have a good one going forward with your pursuit for what you call justice.